Hey guys, so let's talk about last week's episode before this new episode starts tonight. Before I start with the main storyline, I would like to talk about joke about a bit. Like I like where her storyline is going. You know, it's the first time I saw her being in a romantic relationship with someone besides like I've never seen her this happy or in love before, because I don't think I've seen or met Elizabeth's father. So it was really nice to see her really be happy with someone else, just be happy, in love and last, whatever you want to call it. It was just really nice to see her be happy. And a lot of people are trying to rain on her parade, but she's not gonna let that happen. I mean, she's happy, okay? Let the woman be happy for once in her life, okay? They're being jealous. It's just because they didn't think it can happen. Really? She's a woman. She's a beautiful woman, and any man would be attracted to her. So why are they surprised that the new character is into her? I don't get it. It's so beautiful to see, but I think a lot of people do not expect it. I get that, but they don't need to judge or think that she's not capable of being loved, which is unfair, really. Now, let's move on to what this whole review is all about. Lahas's trial and his messy life, okay? So this trial is going on still, and it looks like it's not going well for him. Like, I don't know where this is gonna go. It's so difficult to tell now, but I think the verdict is about to be read. Is he going to jail or not? I have no idea. You know, from what I saw, um, things are not looking good. There is a high possibility that he might go to prison. Okay, he really might go to prison, and that thought of him going to prison is starting to sink in for him. He's terrified. He doesn't know what to do now because they haven't found any dirt on this judge, or they don't know how to blackmail him or find anything that can compromise him as the judge of this case. And that terrifies the little shit out of Lahasa. Like, I've never seen him this vulnerable in, like, ever. I've never seen Lahasa this vulnerable and terrified of what's gonna happen next. This is the first time in years I've seen Lahasa this terrified, and he's terrified to the point where he does not know what to do now. All he can do is go to his restaurant and get drunk and drink his sorrows away because he does not know what to do or what to say to anyone. You know what? Like, that's the first time in years I've seen him this vulnerable and helpless, really. He's so helpless that he's never been in this position before. It's something that he's never had to feel in his life. He's always the one who's making people feel the way he's feeling now. Scared, nervous, terrified of what's gonna happen to him. He's never been in that position before, and it's terrifying him to the core. Now, Kwesi is trying everything in her power to save Lhasa. I don't know what she's gonna do, but her plans are not going as well as she wanted them to go. I don't know what her plan was. Why what was the reason for her to talk to Maroti for? Like, what's the reason behind that? I don't get it. But it turns out that it did not go as planned as well. Like, it was just useless. On top of that, Peterson found out, and it does not look good for Lahat's case, because now it might appear like Kwesi is trying to compromise the case, or they're trying to bribe anyone. So if Kwesi or Lahasa appear like they're trying to compromise the jury or the case or anyone who is involved with this case, he might go to prison for life now, because that will be another problem. That will be another crime that he had committed, and Kwesi is now realizing that her plan to work with Maroti or find anything that she can use against the judge is now backfiring, and her plan to bring down the judge is not working. It's only causing the Hasses trial to be more harder than it should have been, because now Peterson knows. Now they're going to ask themselves, what was she planning to do? Because if it did come out that she was actually trying to bribe or compromise the case, the Hassel would go to prison now. And the reality of her being the reason why the Hassel goes to prison, because of her stupidity and her need to save or to protect the Hassel in any way besides the right way, it's going to cost her baby daddy. And now she's realizing that. Now she's scared that she made things worse by going after Maroti or trying to make a deal with Maroti, because now Peterson found out. What does that mean? I don't know. But she's now realizing that her need to save, to protect the house is now making everything worse. It's not actually saving him now. You know, there was a scene where I think it was too much for Rahasa, and he decided to go to his restaurant, like I said earlier. He got drunk to the point where he did not even know what he was doing. He was like, do you know what, I'm going to prison. This might be the last time I'm free, so I'm going to do whatever I want. He was so drunk, like, Fonso had to literally drag him off the counter. He disturbed the customers. He started drinking that drinks. I'm like, this is not the Hassa I know. In all the years I've watched him in this character, I've never seen him this weak, vulnerable, lost. I've never seen him like that before. So it was quite a surprise to me as a viewer to see Lahasa in that state of mind, of defeat, of helplessness. Like, he's clueless of what to do now. He's just clueless. He's lost. I don't know what he's gonna do. But when he went back home, you know what they say about liquor giving you the courage to open up? He opened up in the wrong way, because now he exposed himself. He made himself so vulnerable to the point where he even he did actually expose himself as the killer of Fanny in front of Preeti. And I think Kwesi also wanted Preeti to hear that coming from his mouth so that Preeti should leave. I think that was her tactic, to make Preeti realize the kind of man she's in a relationship with by letting him expose himself in front of Preeti. Knowing that if she does know that actually Rahasi is the reason behind Fanny's death, then that means she has to walk away from him or leave him because she does not want to be with someone like that. But I think Kwesi does underestimate Preeti's level of understanding or the love she has for Lhasa. You know, she slept Preeti at one point. I don't know why, but Preeti did hold herself back and not slap her because she knows that if anything happens to Kwesi and the baby, the house will be angry. The house will get so angry to the point where he kicks her out. So she's holding every fiber of her being back because she does not want to be the reason why Kwesi actually gets hurt and she loses the baby. She doesn't want to be the reason why. Though it pains her to be slapped and not take any action, she's trying to be the bigger person, which I do respect. But at some point, you have to realize that enough is enough, and you need to stand your ground and tell Kwesi where to F off. Really, that's what I'm trying to say. In terms of Lhasa, I have no idea what the outcome of the trial is going to be, or the side effects of him being drunk, the aftermath of him exposing himself to Preeti, and how she's going to take the news, and if she's going to tell Lhasa what he said while he was drunk, and if Kwesi's plan to make Preeti hear what Lhasa had to say is going to break that relationship. I don't know. There's so many questions which need to be answered, and I like where this whole storyline is going. It's unpredictable, it's intriguing. I really enjoyed every single episode of last week's, but we'll see what's gonna happen tonight and this whole week. But in terms of this case, it's unknown, really. I don't know where this is gonna go. I don't know where this trial is gonna swing or this sentencing is gonna go. It's just questions after questions. I'm actually lost for words in terms of how the outcome is gonna be, which I really like, because I don't like watching TV shows that are predictable or things that I can tell what's gonna happen before they happen. I don't like that. So it's really nice to see that. Anyway, let me know what you thought about last week's episodes of Skeem Saam, and we'll look forward to this week's episodes, and we'll see what's gonna happen to Lhasa's life, and if he is gonna go to prison, for how long. So many questions. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe and share. Click on the notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. Peace. I'm out.